What's up, everybody? It's the Bipolar Prophet, and welcome back to Old Ridge Farm in Farming Simulator 15. So if you remember from the last episode, we were finishing up the potato planting and doing some maintenance-y stuff around the farm, moving some bales, moving some silage. All that's done now. And I also noticed that I hadn't planted field 10 in potatoes. That is done. I have the John Deere, the big John Deere, over on field 1, plowing that. I've sprayed the last of the slurry that we had over in the pig and beef farm area over there, and I'm turning that in now. So I'm going to plant potatoes over there as well. And I'm here in the Unimog with the sprayer on because I need to put some weed prevention down on the potatoes that we've already planted. So might as well get started with that. Excuse me, I'm a little froggy today. Yeah, might as well go this way, I guess. Oh, you know what I do need to do, though? I need to get a weight because this sprayer is really heavy on the back of this Unimog. So go over here and pick up a weight. And, oh, you know what? I don't think I have the front hydraulics installed. I do not, so I'm going to need to do that. Is it N? Oh, it won't let me because I have this attached? Really? Well, that's just silly. No. Okay. Now will you let me? Don't. No, didn't want that. Didn't want that. There we go. Okay. I guess that makes sense, you know. Pick that up. Now roll forward and pick up our weight because I got to have a weight. This sprayer, not only is it heavy, but the way it sticks off way off the back of the Unimog makes it really sort of tipsy. I'm going to need quite a bit of weight too. Okay, now we can head off to the field. Do not drive into the very expensive harvester, which we're still paying for. So on that front, I sent Sean Blaylock $10,000 for the first payment. I think that's fair, you know. As you can see, we have $137,506. We've sold most. I think most of the barley is sold now. So I should probably slow down before I break this right off the back of the truck. This road is so bumpy. I need to do something about it. Yeah, we've sold most of the barley now. I think it's. Actually, I think it's pretty much all done. So it's hot today here in Old Ridge. So I need to put this down anyway, so I figure since I got to put it down, we might as well use you know, do weed prevention. Whoops. It would be helpful if I had the right one, the right tool selected. Might as well put down the weed prevention. This will add a little moisture to the fields too, so you can see the moisture is not awful, but it's not great either. It's, you know, 48%. So you know, today was a really hot day. I think it was definitely over 22 today, I believe. Was it today that was the hot day? Yeah, it was 23, 20 tomorrow, 27 on Friday, and then rain on Saturday. So we are, you know, we are going to lose some moisture for the next couple days, but we'll get a bunch of it back on Saturday, so that's good. Let's try to get this thing lined up a little bit here, right about there. Turned it on. Whoops, it was on, silly. Put this down before the weeds really sort of take hold. I got a little bit of weed infestation in the places where there's no weed prevention left. So I figured we might as well go ahead and get caught up on that. Ugh. So today is Monday. You guys will see this on Tuesday, which means that oops, I always forget about that tree. That tree and the one over there on the other side of the field, I always catch. You'd think I would remember that they're there. Again, just keep smashing into them, BP, because this stuff is cheap. So yeah, what was I saying? Today's Monday. You guys will see this on Tuesday. You know, no video on Sunday, but I apologize for that. Or no video on Monday, I should say. You know, because I did take Sunday off from recording. You know, from playing at all. Actually, I was outside all day. It's been really hot here, but it's been really sunny and very nice. So I figured, you know what? Let's go outside. Let's get off the computer. Let's go outside. You know, let's do some stuff that needs to be done outside. I really had a good time. I really enjoyed it. So, and now it's kind of, you know, now it's time to kind of get back into the swing of the videos and everything. So, and this stuff needed to be done, so might as well do it. Probably going to have to put some more moisture down on these fields because You know, just by the weather, it's going to be really hot. So the moisture is going to just disappear on these fields anyway. So as you guys know, I've made the decision to stay here in Old Ridge. I'm not going anywhere. I've decided to stay. You know, I put a lot of effort into coming here and getting set up and getting this farm sort of up and running. And I don't want to just give up on all that, you know, especially now that, you know, finally the farm is up and running. So what I'm really looking to do now is expand. I want to expand the dairy herd. We just do not have enough dairy cows. We definitely need more of those. And I would like to probably expand the pig and beef you know, facility as well. I definitely want to expand on the amount of fields we have, the amount of acreage we have, you know, because we're definitely low on that too. We've got to make this farm profitable at some point. We're making a little bit of money, you know, but you know, we definitely, it wouldn't hurt to have more fields, more animals, you know. And I want to look into some other business opportunities too, you know, maybe expanding the orchard, things like that. You know, I think that'd be all good for the farm in the long run. That's assuming I don't waste, you know, $10,000 worth of herbicide here by just spraying it wherever. So, okay. Now let's jump back in the cab here. We'll go over and do the other field. I always like using this double acting stuff when I can because, you know, it kills the weeds, you know, that are already there. There aren't too many on these fields yet, and you get the, you know, you get a little bit of a moisture bonus, and you get the extended weed prevention. So definitely all good things as far as I'm concerned. So I think after this is done, we'll probably go up and muck out the animals, the pig and the beef, because they're going to need to be done. They haven't been done in a while, so we'll go up and handle that. And then I think, oh, we probably should. I'm sure I have apples that need to be harvested. It's been a couple days, so I've got to make a decision about what field to buy next too. Like I've said, you know, a couple of times now, I want it to be close to the main farm, just for the fact that so I don't have to haul stuff too far, you know. And mostly the combine is really what I'm sort of thinking about. Gonna have to pick up a header trail for that because I can't really be driving the combine with the header down the road anymore. It's just not safe, you know. So can I make this turn? Yep. Probably catch the hedge. It's okay. Goes over the top of the hedge. I'm okay with that. You can see I left quite a bit of headland on these fields. You know, is it kind of a waste of field? Maybe a little bit. But I think it's just going to be easier in the long run, especially with the harvester that I'm going to use to do it this way, as opposed to, you know, having the rows go right to the edge of the field and not be able to really make a turn. So you can see in places the rows sort of do go to the edge of the field. It's going to be a little tricky to make these turns, you know. With the harvester and the topper. I need to buy I was talking about buying a harvester. I also need to buy a topper. I need to not spray herbicide on the road too. Come on. Geez, you forget how to farm? Been 2 days. You think I haven't done this in a year. I really should start using GPS or something to do this. I don't know why I don't. Honestly, I don't think I have GPS in the mod folder for this particular map at the moment, but I could always put it back in, you know. Going to get some weed prevention on these unplanted parts of the field just so that the weeds don't, you know, spread off into the rows. They won't, you know, but just to make absolutely certain. Now I wonder if I have enough to go do field 10. I suppose we could find out. Get off the field. Oh, there's my lag. I was wondering when my lag was going to show up. Oh, every time I play now, I get that one sort of serious lag spike, and then it kind of goes away. So, okay. The nutrients are all pretty good on these fields. Tomorrow, I'll probably maybe put some PK down. We'll see the PK is a little low, you know, in spots, so it's kind of inconsistent across the field too. So I want to get that sort of up to a better level, so that it's all sort of consistent along the entire, you know, width and length of the field. You know, again, you know, we started off with good soil. The soil was good after the harvest. So, you know, we spread manure and all that, turned it all in, and that really helps. And I want to keep doing that. And that's one reason why I really want to increase the dairy herd, because with the amount of cows we have now, it's just not producing really enough manure and slurry. Plus, you know, the milk, obviously, revenue will be nice. So. Kind of been quiet on the Crawford Brown front. Haven't really heard too much from him. Haven't heard, you know, I don't go to the hotel anymore, so I don't hang out with them. Another person I haven't heard from in quite a while is Cuthbert. Haven't heard from Cuthbert in quite a while. Apparently, he's really struggling over there on his farm, from what some other people who have actually talked to him have told me. You know, I guess if I was a bitter person, I could be like, well, that's good. You know, I'm not really. You know, he is a massive idiot, and probably deserves what he's getting, but. You know, he isn't bothering me at the moment, so I'm okay with that. All right, let's go ahead and get this spraying. I definitely could have gone over a couple more rows on this field, but maybe if we plant potatoes again, well, we will be planting potatoes again. That's probably a given. We will try to go a little further to the end of the rows. I just think that. In the game, especially with the multi-terrain angle, that when you start going, you know, the width of the field, you start getting some weird. You get some, particularly with this texture, you get some weird edges. It doesn't quite look right, so I thought it would just look better if I just sort of stopped before I got to the very edge of the field. You know, personal choice. Yeah, see, the N and everything's real good on this field. The PK is not great though. So tomorrow I will spread some PK on here. Although I think you can spray herbicide and a nutrient back to back, I believe. Am I going to hit this tree? I am absolutely going to hit this tree. Good thing, you know, sprayer booms are cheap apparently. the way I use them up. See, there's the inconsistency. Now the PK level is back up again. You know, ×4. I'd like to get that more consistent across the field. Again, you know, in the unplanted parts of the field, it doesn't really matter, but I think in the long run, it'll be better just to get it consistent across the whole field. So, yeah, we'll just turn that off for a moment while we make our turn over to this part of the field. Are we going to have enough? Maybe just we'll have enough. Kind of unfortunate to have to come back and fill up and come back and do the tiny little bit that's going to be left. I think we're going to be okay though. So I think what's going to happen after this potato harvest, and we're going to plant field 1 in potatoes as well once that field is done, once it's been plowed and cultivated and everything. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant alfalfa in all these fields, sort of as a natural cover crop, natural fertilizer for the winter, just to keep the soil in place. Keep the nitrate release down and all that. Better to have something in the ground, you know, kind of let it sit there for the winter, and then we can plow and cultivate it up come summertime, or come spring, I should say. Let this finish folding up. Can I actually see this from the back window? Oh, I can. Very cool. I had just about enough. So a full tank does all 3 of these fields. So that's pretty good. That's you know, that's efficient, I think. You know, and it doesn't cost a ton of money, so we will go drop this off, and we will grab the Ford with the front loader on it and bring it up to the pig and beef, and we will muck those guys out. I'll check to see how much is actually, and I'm sure it's quite a bit. It's been maybe a week, I think, since we've done it, so I'm sure there's quite a bit of manure over there to be taken out. Oh, just about made that turn. This thing does not have a great turning radius, especially when it's got a big implement on the back. But you know what? I really like it. I'm glad I got this. This works out very well. So it's a good runabout, and it's a good tractor. So probably should have a look and see what the big John Deere is doing over there on field 1. Okay, we'll just stop. You set the brake, have a little tab around here and see what everybody's doing. Oh yeah, you still got plenty of about a quarter of a field to go. This is a pretty big field, you know. And again, this plow is only 1.5 meters, so it's pretty small. You know, I could probably do with getting a bigger plow, but I don't know. That's just inexpensive. I don't really want to lay out just yet. You know, when we get more fields and some of the really big fields on this map, then obviously I will probably get a bigger plow. But for right now, this one works okay. So, all right, let's go ahead and tab back to the Ford. Get that fired up. What's on the front now? Oh, the forks. Okay. So I just need to get rid of those and pick up the bucket. Yep, there's the bucket. We'll park that over here. So, so I guess I should show you. You can see all the bales are over here now, all the straw bales, which you guys have seen already, all the silage bales, and all the hay bales. That was a lot of hay bales over there. And then if you look in the pit over here, to your left, all the silage has been moved to the BGA. We're going to need to start shoveling that in a digester at some point, but I want to get the animals mucked out first. Drop that off. I'm not going to bother bringing a trailer over to the pig and beef area. I will just use the pits that are already there, just placeable piles, you know. It's just easier that way. It's a little quicker in the long run too. Whoa, what just happened there? That was interesting. Get off my mix wagon. The bucket must have been in the ground a little bit. That happens over here. Something with the ground over here, where implements tend to sink into it. So, oh yeah, and I wanted to show you this too. As you can see, I traded in the big dolly version of the Flegel DPW 1080 or 180, I think it's called. Actually, I keep calling it a 1080, but it's actually the Flegel DPW 180 for the regular hitch version. A lot easier for me to maneuver around and stuff. So, and it still holds, you know, all the bales I need it to hold. All right, let's go ahead and head down to the pig and beef area. Get those guys mucked out. And that'll sort of be the end of the maintenance-y stuff. And then field 1 will need to be planted. We'll get that planted. And then I think, what else do I want to do? I should probably cut these meadows, the couple of meadows that I own, just because they haven't been cut in a while, you know. So maybe get them cut, maybe get some slurry spread on them, you know. So I want to, I think I might have said this in the last episode. I don't remember, and if I didn't, I want to say it right now. I want to send a big shout out to Chad for the suggestion that, you know, maybe I wait to let the slurry and the BGA build up and stuff now that I'm going to be using the BGA. That's a great idea, and that's exactly what I want to do. But I just wanted to get some slurry down on field 1, you know, while I actually had just enough in the pig and beef retention tanks over here to do that field, so I figured, well, why not? And now we can start from scratch. I want to take a look at also after this is done how much that Ropa Kyler 2 trailed potato harvester is going to be. Now the only problem with that is I have two options with that. I don't think the Unimog is going to be strong enough to run that and a topper at the same time. That's the way I'd like to do it. So I'm going to have to top all those potatoes first and then go back in and harvest them, because I think the John Deere is probably the only tractor that I've got that will run that Ropa with any sort of, you know, efficiency, which means that he'll probably end up doing the whole work. He'll probably end up doing all the topping and all the harvesting. So now, do I have a placeable pile over here? I don't think I do. Nope, I don't. So I'm going to put a placeable pile in here so that I can just take the manure out of these sheds and put it over here, and then I'll come pick it up later when I actually put it in the manure spreader. So let's see, placeables, and then find it. Is it the one I want? Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay, bye. Where am I? Where am I? There I am. You can go right about there. It doesn't have to go too far in, and that will do. All right, very good. And hop back in the tractor, and we'll start with this shed. Let's see how much is in here. Anyway, let's see. The pigs have quite a bit, 2342, so that's good. Forgot I went all the way around here. Let's see, 1727 altogether. So okay, so not so much in the beef sheds, but quite a bit in the pig. So okay. Might as well clean it out anyway. I will only take one trip. It should only take one trip through here, I think, and then one trip through the other one. So Sometimes it's a little tricky to find it, you know, when it's not very much. Oh, there we go. 1727. That's probably all of it. So. Probably if you were watching where you were going, BP. I wasn't looking behind me, obviously. Just taking it on faith that I was going in a straight line. There we go. And we'll dump this right here. Make sure we're on the pile. There we go. Very good. Take one more pass through there, make sure we got it all, and then go to the other one. And then we can go over and do the pigs. I don't know, I enjoy this maintenance-y stuff, you know, because you tend to get wrapped up in planting and groundwork, and especially with the soil mod, where there's so much groundwork to do, you know, spraying and work in the ground and everything. And then you know, and then there comes a time when you're like, oh, you know what, I got to do all this, I do all this maintenance stuff. You know, I got to muck my animals, I got to, you know, move bales, I got to do all this stuff. So, is that all of it in here? I think we got it all. Yep. Okay. Very good. We'll go over to the other one, see if there's anything in there, and then go over to the pigs. But yeah, you know, this maintenance-y stuff needs to be done. I keep saying maintenance-y. It's not even a word, BP. What's the matter with you? I think BP spent too much time in the sun the last 2 days. Probably melted what little brain I had left. But, you know, I really enjoy doing this kind of stuff, so. $15.72, is that all of it? I guess that's all of it. Okay, very cool. Easy, jeez. We'll run back over here, dump that off, go over to the pigs, do them, and then I think we'll call that an episode. You know, again, not, you know, super, like, exciting or anything, but all the stuff that needed to be done, so. And like I said, I really enjoy this aspect, this sort of stuff. You know, I think it's fun. So, I don't know why I needed to lift that so high, but okay. All right, so just about 3,300 liters of manure there, which isn't bad. We'll go muck out the pigs, and at some point, gonna have to get them some straw and some mixed rations down here. They're not really running out, but if I increase the size of the amount of animals I have down here, then I'm obviously going to need more stuff, so. Let's start with this one. Drive straight through. I'd like to be able to do this in a cab, but I can never quite find the spot where it wants to pick the stuff up, so. Oops. And I keep smashing into the trigger because I've got the bucket too low. Nope, that's full. Okay. Very good. And I put a placeable pile here a while ago, so. It just makes sense, you know. It's too bad you can't dump directly into these things, but it doesn't really work that way, so. But this works just as well. And it saves me the hassle of having to get a trailer over here and, you know, all that. So, whoops. Now, how much is left in here? Really? What are we doing here? Edit. Okay, very good. Go get the other one. Then I should probably check and see if these guys need anything. Just by looking at it, it doesn't look like they need anything. You know, it doesn't look like they need straw or anything. But we will. I can't see. I had a Steam notification. I couldn't see how full the bucket was. Obviously, it's full, so very good. We'll check, see if they need anything. Check, see how many we have up to slaughter weight. See if it's worth bringing them yet. I don't think it is. I think in the next episode we will be planting potatoes on field 1, and we will also be picking up our. I want to take a look and see how much the harvester is. We'll probably be picking that up, and hope maybe if we have enough money, maybe looking at another field. I probably won't plant another field this season. You know, I'll wait till next season, but maybe get some alfalfa in it. Maybe get some sort of preliminary soil work done. Some of these fields have been sitting for quite a while, so they're going to need some. They're going to need some love. Some stuff. Oh, get a little bit more right there. It always never fails. I get Steam notifications right when I need to see how much is in the bucket. There we go. Okay, I think that'll do. Go. Whoa, easy. Jeez, BP, where are you going today? Sun. It's hot here in Old Ridge. It's hot. Oh. And this old Ford doesn't have air conditioning, so. 3720, so just about 4,000-ish, right? A little over 4,000. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh. Not a ton, but I think I'm going to... What I'll do now, obviously, is I'll save this. I'll just keep letting it build up over the winter. So... I was just thinking I'd really like to make this sort of this area tractor, you know what I mean? The pig and beef area tractor. Maybe get another front loader, although I do have the JCB, and I told Sean Blaylock he can have that for as long as he needs it. Whenever he's done with it, he can bring it back, certainly, But I wouldn't mind getting another front loading tractor for maybe up the dairy farm area. Excuse me, my throat was getting dry. I needed a drink. I don't know. Well, that's something we can think about down the road. All right, let's take a look at this harvester, see how much it is. And where is it? Potato harvesting. Oh, it's only $19,000. Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and buy that. Get that out of the way. It takes a second to buy, which is fine. Okay. It doesn't have any information about what kind of horsepower it needs. So, what did I run it? See, I ran it with the Magnum 235 on Amagawa, right? With the topper and this going, and it didn't seem to have any trouble. So let's take a look. Are the Unimogs under tractors? Let's see. Boy, I wouldn't mind getting one of these if they weren't so expensive. $109,000. I just can't justify it right now. Although, no, don't look at those. Where is it? Okay, I have this one. These are 155 horsepower. That was 235. It didn't have any trouble with it. I wonder. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, I need to buy a topper, don't I? I do. I need to buy a topper. Okay. Otherwise, I won't be able to harvest. Potato harvesting. Jeez, I wish there was a better topper. But okay, that's fine. Back and back. All right, very good. That leaves us $110,348. Geez, I want to buy another field. How much is... Let's go right over here. Let's go over here to field 3. It's not a weird shaped field. It's in fairly good shape. It's going to need to be obviously turned over. All this dead alfalfa and everything turned over. So, we're going to have a little lag spike there as well. How much is this field? Oh yeah, 23,000. It's small, but let's buy that. Okay. So now we own this field. So this field will need some love, which we will probably start in the next episode because I will finish... obviously, whoa, geez. Almost just caught a plow in the face. I will finish this field off screen, it'll be done. We'll get it cultivated, get it planted and all that. Probably be doing that in the next episode. So there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Not a super exciting one this time, but all stuff that needed to be done, and that's part of sort of, farming, right? Well, not sort of farming, it's part of farming. Hope you guys enjoyed that as always. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this video, about the series, about the channel, about anything you guys want to talk about. Thank you so much for your feedback, for your comments, for your support, for your love. It means so much to me. You guys are awesome. I say it every video. I'm going to say it every video because I really, really, really mean it. I guess if I put more reallys on it, I must really, really mean it, right? What's that, 5? Oh, BP, you were in the sun too much today, my friend. As always, guys, thank you so much for everything. You guys are amazing. And thank you for making me a part of your YouTube day. And this is the Bipolar Prophet saying, see you later.